Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Steph and this is Ordinary Plant Girl. If you are new here, thank you for clicking on this video, and if you are returning, thank you so much for spending more of your time with me. Well, again, this summer, it's kind of been a minute, and it was not on purpose. I actually had 2 videos filmed, and then it turned out that all of the footage on my memory card was corrupted. That wasn't fun. Why it wasn't fun? I mean, who would say it was fun anyway? But I did so many things that I can't refilm. So today's video is gonna be a little bit of just an update on kind of what you didn't get to see me do. It's ever a learning experience when it comes to filming these videos, but I don't know what else to say. In the meantime, I did also get a puppy, so there's that too. Don't mind all the chaos behind me because, as usual, if you have been here before, that table behind me is always a hot mess because that's where I pretty much do everything. But if you can see, because some of the updates are back here, and I'll take you back there, this is, it's starting to get a little crazy over there. I don't know what I'm going to do. I definitely have to rearrange the Anthuriums and like the plants that I have over here. Mostly, they're almost all Anthuriums. There's only 4 plants on this table that are not of the Anthurium family. But yeah, that's going to be a kind of a little bit of a reorganizing nightmare, along with a lot of other things, because it is September now and it's getting to that point in the year where now we start thinking about, you know, fall and winter care and bringing plants in from outside, which I do have quite a few plants outside, but I can tell you right now that not all of them are coming in. Out of all of the plants that are outside, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 plants outside. Only 3 are going to come back. Oh no, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 plants outside and only 3 of them are going to come back in the house. Man, I did a lot of things. I did some repotting. I did some moss pole extensions. I'm going to give you a bit of an update on things going on in my collection as well, because I have some Anthuriums that are pushing out inflorescence, and I have a really, really big kind of creepy one going on. I have a really big kind of creepy one going on, and if you follow me on Instagram, I'm pretty sure you already know what that is. But if not, you're gonna get to see it. So I'm just gonna kind of walk you around my collection, and I'm going to just show you what I've done and talk about it a little bit. So let's go. Over here, I'm gonna show you real quick. So this is my Monstera deliciosa aurea. And one of the things that you didn't see me do is I did put it on a moss pole and I repotted it. One of the things that I learned recently, which I should have known sooner, and I didn't even think about it, and it actually came from one of Sydney Plant Guy's videos, and it was just that if you have a moss pole, if you have a plant on a moss pole, you need a really chunky, airy mix at the bottom. And it made me realize that I think that quite a few of my moss pole plants might have actually had that issue. They were just too wet down here, so they weren't doing very well. So that's what I did here. I changed that out. My original Thai constellation that is right here, that's kind of reaching for the light over here, I have put that in a bigger pot. It's doing very, very well. I'm super happy about it. New growth on something new. So the Vici, oh, focus. Why are we not focusing? Hang on. Oh, okay, we'll do it this way. So my Veitchii super narrow that I got from Pete when he got from Tropicals Plants has popped out a new leaf for me. That's the first one it's given me since I've gotten it, so I'm very excited about that. This plant it's been so easy, and I literally forget about it all the time. When it pushed this leaf out, because it did lose a leaf before it, when it was growing out, number one, I didn't expect it to grow out that way. And number two, I didn't really notice it because it was kind of hidden. And I can't wait to see how big that one gets. So I did a moss pole extension over here on my Monstera Siltepecana. This is the last leaf it gave me, and it's starting to size up really, really well. These two leaves haven't even hardened off yet, and I've got another leaf coming right here. So that one's pretty happy. When I put these poles together, there's not enough light for you to see, but when I put these poles together, there's a blockage right here between the two poles fitting together, so I actually could not get this root into the moss. And I mean, it seems to be okay. It doesn't seem to be lacking anything. And this one too, I put in that chunky mix. And all it really is cocoa husk, charcoal, perlite, orchid bark, and I think that's it. I can't remember if I put a little bit of soil in that one. It was just when I made the mix, there was a little bit of soil left in the tub, and I just kind of mixed it all in. This is, for some reason, the only way that I can grow a philodendron micans. I can't grow it trailing. I've killed every trailing one I have ever had, but I put it on a pole and it seems very happy. This is the newest leaf, and it already has another one that's about to pop out. I didn't change the mix on this one though, so it's still in the old mix. It seems to be okay, so I'm not worried about it. Over here, my neon pothos, which I had also put on a pole, is doing really, really well. I did an extension on this one too. This is the newest leaf that it's given me, and it is getting pretty big. I'm pretty excited about that. Down here, my Anthurium clarinervium has given me a new leaf. And again, I call this like my micro, whoops, hit that with my chin. I call this like my micro clarinervium because the leaves never really get any bigger than this. They all stay pretty small. And I think it's bleaching a little bit. I think this might actually be too much light for it. If you can see the pattern in there, like all of these leaves are bleached. So I'm probably gonna have to move that. Over here, my Crystal Mag, which actually looks like it has thrip damage, but I've never seen a thrip on this plant, so I'm super confused. Maybe it's mechanical damage, I'm not sure. But this one's still hardening off as well. But if you look at there's ears on this one, like actual ears. That is so bizarre that both sides kind of did that. And I guess it kind of makes it a little bit more distinctive. I think I am going to probably cut off these lower leaves. The spread, man, I don't know what's with that. My Monstera subpanata is doing really well over here, and I actually just cut off a really long runner, and I'm going to propagate. I'm going to attempt to propagate it. I can't say that that's actually going to work, but we are going to give it a shot. My Anthurium magnificum back here, this is the newest leaf. It is still expanding. It's still very soft, and this one is going to be the biggest one yet, and I'm so excited for it. Like, look at that. It looks so good. So I probably shouldn't touch it too much either. I'll probably do damage. Up here, there's not much that's new except for one. My Hoya Crimson Princess is now growing, but it looks like it's just all going to be green, so great. That's lovely. But this one here was a big surprise. So this is my Black Pagoda lipstick plant. Now, lipstick plants, I can't grow to save my life, but this one is actually blooming for me. And that is insane. A friend of mine gave me a cutting of hers, and like, look at those little flowers. I was so shocked to see that. I didn't even know what to do with myself. The Pallidiflorum has got a new leaf coming. Okay, I think I talked about the subpanata and the Crystal Mag. Over here, my crystallinum has given me this new leaf here and this one here. Hopefully they're going to be okay. The last one that I got was this one here. You can see it's yellowing around the edges, but I think that that's a watering issue on my part, that I kind of messed up and wasn't paying attention. But in this corner, my most favorite thing that's happening is over here on my pinkley. So you can see that I've got a nice new leaf happening right here, but the pinkley is also pushing out an inflorescence, and I'm so excited about that. I haven't had the opportunity of doing any breeding. Not that, you know, I'll be any good at that actually, but it'd be nice to actually try it and see what happens. My Billietiae is in great need of an up pot, so that's something I'll be doing soon. It's just getting so big. Don't mind the light in the way. Over here in this corner, we're back in the plant room. My Philodendron gloriosum dark form is giving me a new leaf. This one actually grows really well, but it's pushing the edge now, so I'm gonna have to put it in a bigger pot, that's for sure. My gloriosum salad, I'm gonna kind of call this one, because if you look over here, look at how round that is. But if you look at this one here, actually that could just be because of the light, because of the type of light it has. But anyway, oh, they're both on the same thing. Okay, never mind. Over here, my regular form or round form gloriosum, I don't actually know which one it is. I have a new leaf that is coming here as well. And it has a couple of little plants in there, but little gloriosums, they haven't really done much. Up here, so my Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, which took forever to actually start growing for me. I recently up potted it, put it in a cocoa coir or cocoa husk mix, extended the pole just a little bit, and actually, no, I'm going to have to extend it again. It took me a while. It was actually growing kind of off the other pole, and I had sort of left it there, you know, not what you're supposed to do. Oh wait, that wasn't it either. The pole wasn't completely full of moss, so I just had to refill this one. The extension was already done. And then I ended up snapping off this top leaf right up there. I dropped it because it was, you know, front heavy, and it didn't go well, but it's loving it up there. Now, my gloriosum silver, which is sitting right back here, doesn't seem to be doing anything, and I don't know why that is. But that's a problem for another day. Okay. Over here, I've got my newest Thai constellation leaf. I don't have any fenestrations that have been given in my care since I got this. Actually, no, I can't say that. This one did grow in my care, but I don't know what happened here. It just declined really, really quickly. So I haven't gotten another fenestration, but the leaves are here and sizing up. Over there's my Anthurium forgetii. This leaf is the newest leaf. You can see it's still kind of a lighter green. It hasn't really hardened off yet. What else do we got over here that's... over here is my crystallinum crossed with forgetii. And this is the newest leaf. It's still hardening off too. It is just gorgeous. I can't even believe. I do have to say that as much as the Bessier Af is one of my favorite Anthuriums, I do have to say that the forgetii and anything that I have with forgetii in it, I do have a forgetii Lux somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where it is, but we'll find it another day. Now here again, it's chaotic down here. I haven't cleaned up anything, so don't mind me. We've got some that are not doing the best, but I did get a new leaf off of this. What is this? This is my Dark Mama Cross. So I did get like a new leaf there. Over here, this one I almost lost. And this is my AOS crossed with a dark Phoenix. This is the newest leaf right here. It's still hardening off too, but it was a little dehydrated. I didn't kind of make it in there. This is a hot mess up here, which we're gonna just have to talk about on another day because there's just too much going on. Up here, my Grow Light Vag Lux, anyway, I did up pot it into pon. The newest leaf here is on the back. I'm trying to turn it around, but I don't want to hurt it. You can see the roots are just loving the pon. I was so happy to see that. Oh, we're crushing things. Okay. Oh, and dripping everywhere. Okay, we're just gonna leave it there for a second, but there's the newest leaf, which is actually growing down into the pon. We can't have that. So there we go. Look at that color. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. I mean, oh, yep. The Vag Lux is also one of my favorite Anthuriums. The one in the front window is, whoops, you guys can't see. The one in the front window is considerably bigger, but I mean, just the color on this one is amazing. This is my Mag AOS. We had a little problem with thrips. I think it's taken care of now, and that would be great. This I did not notice until just this second. Oh. This is my Dark Phoenix crossed with Self. Look at how dark that is. I didn't even know that this happened until just now. I am gonna have to cut off. I did not know that this was, I didn't even know that happened until just now. I'm gonna have to cut off some older leaves. That's something that's gonna have to be done. These guys up here as well, story for another day. What else have we got going on? Okay, I will get into this area afterwards, but a couple of things I missed over here is there's my Queen Anthurium down there. She just hates me right now. I'm hoping everything seems fine, so I'm just hoping it'll grow back. This is my, damn it. Okay, I was wrong. I'm wrong. Of course I'm wrong. This one here is my Forgetii White Stripes. This one here is my Forgetii. Now this is the last leaf that I got. It's still a little soft, but it's not going to get any bigger than that. And it's kind of got this weird pucker. If you can, oh, you can see it that way. Is that weird thing going on there? I don't know. I guess it makes it unique. One of my favorite things that have happened is my Papillomenum back here also threw out an inflow. And that surprised me because this was the first leaf in my care. Again, watering issue, it's yellowing on the outsides. Unless that's from the inflow, I don't know. Just from the amount of, just from the amount of energy it's taking for it, I don't know. Anybody with Anthurium breeding tips, please let me know. It's something that I watch all the time. Never actually thought I was really going to be able to do. And now I'm not going to do it with these inflows because I do know that you shouldn't use the first inflows, but I was advised to take pollen from them when I can. So I need as much information on that as possible too. Over here, I'm going to have to figure out kind of what's going on with my Squamiferum. I'm not sure. It definitely needs a pole extension. I have not done that yet. I've been neglecting it. My Florida Bronze over here is putting out a new leaf. It'll probably be the biggest one so far. And my Philodendron Red Sun as well is putting out a leaf. So I'm really, really excited about those. Over here I have a Silver Sword that I don't know what I'm going to do with. Probably chop and prop it is probably what I'll do. But then we're going to shift over here. Okay? Now we're here. So I did have to do a pole extension here on my Reverted Florida Beauty. So I did have to add a pole extension already, and we're almost there. Almost there. So quickly. The internodal spacing is so far apart. It's just It's just amazing, but these leaves are great. This is a Florida Ghost leaf, and this is a Florida Beauty leaf. I really wish that the variegation would come back, but I'm not gonna get it back, so I guess I should just deal. But the thing is, the most exciting, terrifying thing to happen in my plant collection is actually happening with my Philodendron Florida Ghost. Like, look, number one, like, look at that. I can't even pull the camera far away enough to show you how big that leaf is. But up here, I have a new leaf. And I also have not one, but 2 flowers coming from my Florida Ghost. I don't even know what to do with one of them, but I have 2 flowers coming from my Florida Ghost. So can we say that this plant is the happiest plant in my collection? Like, look, I'm backing up. I am physically backing away from the space. And that is where my Florida Ghost lives. I definitely have to say that switching the lighting in here did so much. Like, actually focusing on lighting, not just putting them where you think they would look nice without supplementing that light. Like, this is incredible. It's still, you can tell that it's darker over in this corner. I do have lights right there, but these plants are very happy with that amount of light. They're doing so well, except for the Gloriosum Silver. I have no idea what's going on there. But all of these are just everything up there. My Lemon Lime Maranta that I put together is just absolutely loving it. The red one, not so much. I don't know what it is about red Marantas that they just don't want to live for me, but that's the way it is. Okay, on the other side of the room, we have a little bit of a hot mess. Over here is my Crystal Hope crossed with a Lux, and it's got a new leaf. This was the last leaf that it gave me, and it is very happy. This is my Mag Pappy GY, and this is the newest leaf. I probably just damaged it by doing that, but it's doing really well. My Chia Pence is very happy, very light. It needs to be watered, but that one's very happy. Also in this area, I have ones that I'm kind of having trouble with. So my Philodendron Tortum, I've had a few issues. It did actually have thrips. I do have a new leaf right in there, but I don't think that the leaf is gonna make it. So this has been treated. I'm trying to make sure that it gets treated every few days just to make sure. It's really hard to see them on those leaves because they're just so thin and I didn't notice. My Syngonium erythrophyllum, which I'm not getting a good light for, but it's yellowing a lot. I don't know why, but it has no pests. I have no idea what is happening there. I also switched out these lights. They used to be my purple lights, and now I've got these Sansi lights up here. So each Sansi light bulb is 10 watts, so it's 30 watts altogether, and my plants they just love it so far. This up here is kind of new, what I've done up here, so we'll see how that does. I did up pot my Hoya. Oh, it's so dark, you can't even see. What am I doing here? Okay, well, my Hoya Pink Black Dragon. My Hoya Pubicorolla Black Dragon. It was top heavy, it kept falling off the shelf, so I put it in this terracotta pot that I painted, and I'm hoping it's happy up there. All the Hoyas over here on this shelf are doing really, really well. We've got growth coming off my Hoya Carnosa. My Hoya Carnosa Silver Speck it's growing up the wall there. I've got new growth happening on everything, so I'm really, really excited about it. Down here is pretty much where I keep propagations and anything that is small that I've kind of put in pon. This is my little Cupria that I grew from corms, and it's in pon, but there's roots growing on the top of the pon. So I should probably cover those. Over here, a couple of things that you probably might have thought were no longer in my collection, but they still are, is my Philodendron Pastizanum crossed with a Plowmanii. This one has fought its way back. It's got a new leaf that's going to come out right here. And my Philodendron Mammy. Also, so this is the biggest leaf she's given me so far, and it's doing really well. Just everything is growing really, really well right now, and it's going to be interesting to see how we go into the fall and winter and see how this is going to work for them. I know that they're getting supplemented by grow lights, but at the same time, I do have a certain degree of natural light that adds to that. And once, you know, everything's getting dark at 4 p.m., that's going to have a significant impact, I think, on my collection, but I don't think it's going to be the end of the world. Over here is my Philodendron Varicosum. This has been, this plant has been super tough for me. I do think that I have to switch out the medium that it's in though, because of the moss pole, and this one is really, really dense. It's not completely dry, but it's almost there. But down here it seems to hold a lot of water, and I really do have to check for root rot, because I think that might be a thing, because I can't get this vine here to sustain any growth. So I think that this one's rotted away, so I'm gonna have to work on that. Okay guys, so that was just a really quick little overview of some of the things that are going on in my collection. I could have talked forever about new things going on with pretty much every single thing, but we don't have time for that, because what I got to do is I have to keep doing this, you know, fall prep and making sure that these plants are going to be okay for fall. I've gotten rid of quite a few plants on top of the, you know, the 7 that are just going to die outside. You know, there's things that I have to rearrange. There's just so much that needs to happen, and I really need to buckle down and do it. So I'm going to take you with me for that. But that being said, I hope you're all safe and well. Please like and consider subscribing to my channel. Leave any comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.